Hi, baby, on tonight's episode of Married at First Sight Australia. We got a shocking departure, y'all. One of the contestant dips. And then it's intimacy week, baby. The challenge is to create the ultimate fantasy night for your partner. And it's ladies' night. La, 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 la. Because the ladies are in charge, baby. And the fellas have to rise to the occasion. Carina shows off her dominant side. And Jacqui and Ryan struggle a little bit. She like, yo, I don't think Ryan knows how to compliment a woman. He can't find the words. And it gets crazy. They end up beefing. Yo, it's gonna be juicy. Alright, you ready? Let's go! Married at first sight, we in Australia, the land down under the homo Iggy Azalea. We got singles whose dating life is a failure, so they ask the experts to help them out. It's going down, okay, let's meet them. We got Elliot, Carina, Afina, Katie and Tim. Grab a snack, put your feet up. Jamie and Clint, David and Beth, yo, we here to turn the heat up. Sierrah and Jeff, Ryan, Adrian, Jake, TJ and Ashley, Jacqui and Lauren, Morena and Rhi, Tony the OG, Billy and Paul, Veronica, we ready cause we killing it, y'all. This the recap. Grab a drink, get a savory or a sweet snack, and sit back cause we unpack what happened like back to back. Yo, I can tell it's about to slap. Let's go. Alright, baby, so it's the next phase of the experiment. Intimacy, sexy time, exploring your freaky side with your partner. Before we get into that though, we check in on Jake and Ashley, and they ain't doing too good. If you didn't see the last two episodes, let me catch you up real quick. So the couples at a photo ranking challenge. They had to rank everybody in the experiment from least to most attractive. When Jake was doing his rankings, he was cracking jokes and saying what he thought about the other women. He said Jacqui had crazy eyes. He said Sierrah looked like somebody that would stab you in your sleep. Later that night, Ashley went over to Sierrah's apartment and told her everything that Jake had said. Every little detail, bar for bar.
Oh, word for word, bar for bar.
So when they had the commitment ceremony, everybody ganged up on Jake. And yo, they made it seem like he was just a trash human. They made it seem like he was the worst human to ever human. So when the experts asked them like, yo, do you want to stay or leave? Jake, of course, was like, yo, I'm outie. Like, what you mean? But Ashley was like, nah, I'm gonna stay because, you know, we can work on this. And the way it works on this program is if one of you says stay and one of you goes leave, that you stay for an extra week to see if you can work it out and, you know, still, you know, remain a couple. So this is the next morning and Ashley's like, last night we slept in separate rooms. And then this morning, Jake packed his bags and said he was leaving. And you know what? Team Jake all the way, baby. We love Jake over here. See, being in a good relationship is being able to come to your partner and joke around freely. I promise you, if you put up hidden cameras in most couples' cribs, you'd hear them talk about annoying coworkers, people in their friend groups that get on their nerves. You'd hear them exaggerate and joke around and vent. Some people don't have that kind of relationship. Granted, they don't have that with their partner, but they do that with their boys at the pub, in the group chat, and girls do that with their homegirls. Everything that Jake said, that's the kind of shit you say to your homies. It's not that deep. Now, fair enough, all right? Fair enough. Jake bossed up by being way too comfortable and doing it on camera. But then again, she didn't have to throw him under the bus like that. A real ride or die chick would have hollered at him off camera. Like, bro, that's crazy. I agree with you. She do have crazy eyes. Sierrah is intense, but you can't be saying that shit on camera, big man. This is a reality TV show. They gonna milk that shit and make you seem like the bad guy. And he'd have been like, you know what, babe, good looking out. But going off to Sierrah and snitching, that was just a weird move, bro. I honestly don't blame Jake for leaving, because how do you go past that? Because it's not like they've got years of history to fall back on. This is new. You know, they're still just getting to know each other. And now he knows that he can't trust her. He can't be 100% himself around her. And yo, I respect him for leaving, because it shows that he wasn't clout chasing. Because if he was on his show just to get reality TV show famous, he would have stayed. You know what I'm saying? He'd have gotten more screen time, given the producers more drama. They would have longed it out for a few more episodes. But my man was here to find the one. And she has proven with her own actions that she's not the one. So he packed up his bags and he dipped. Fair enough. Peace out, Jake. Peace out, bro. Godspeed. Alright, so the first part of Intimacy Week sees the ladies linking up with one of the experts, Alessandra. So they're sitting down, they're having an open dialogue about sex, what turns them on. And Athena and Jamie are like, yo, when it comes to sex, they want to feel desired. They want their partner to be verbal, and let them know that they're killing it. And you know what? I get it, bro. I get it. Like, the amount of times I'm like watching amateur stuff, right? And the woman is like really getting into it and she's expressing herself through what she's saying, through facial expressions, dirty talk and stuff. And the dude's just back there, just like smashing silently, just. Yeah. I get it. It's weird. Alessandra asks him, like, how many times a week would be ideal? Jacqui's like, I want to get some every day, bro. Every day. I don't know, man. I feel like every day's a little bit much, no? Like, put down in the comments, in your perfect world, how many times a week or month you'd want to get some. Personally, I feel like I have a need to bust a nut daily. Like I sleep better. Like, it's like after grinding, I'm being creative and I'm more wired up. It's like a release. But it doesn't have to be like a whole thing all the time. Like, dim down the lights, lingerie, freaking Marvin Gaye playing, you know what I'm saying? Nah, some nights you could just be like texting with one hand while the other hand's just like... So they asked Jacqui, like, oh, so you and Ryan are getting it on? She's like, nah, he doesn't really make me feel attractive. He hasn't seduced me like that. And then Rhi's like, me and Jeff are very affectionate. We hug. Oh, I love these guys, man. Sierrah's like, look, me and Billy, we've banged once, and it was dope. But now he's giving me these little kisses, and it's cute, but I want to do more, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, I be walking around the crib naked, butt naked, and he don't do nothing. And Alessandra's advice is like, look, maybe he's just being respectful. Tell him he doesn't need to be too respectful. Like, have a conversation about it. And that's okay advice, but it's not sexy advice, is it? Because I feel like talking about it takes away that spontaneous, sexy, I feel desired energy. Because if homegirl's walking around the crib butt naked, right, just hoping a man looks at her and goes, damn, and just like can't help himself, he just grabs her and like takes her right there. If that's what she wants, right, and she's not getting it, and she goes to him and says, big man, this is what I want. I want you to bang me. I want you to be spontaneous. I want us to get it on. If she does that, right, and then 2 days later, she's walking around the crib butt naked, and Billy walks up to her and like starts gripsing her up, and they hook up. There'll be a niggling thought at the back of the head, like while they're getting it on. There'll be a little thought at the back of the head, like, does he really find me hot? Is this really passion? Or is he just doing this because I told him to do it? So talking about it is the healthy advice. I feel like you definitely need more communication in a relationship. Like, all successful relationships have, healthy communication. But I feel like when it comes to sexy things, it can kind of take away from the spontaneity and the in the moment and the feeling desired, My advice to Sierrah would have been like, look, baby girl, it's okay for women to initiate. Because that need to be desired that you have, guys have that as well. But for some reason, it's ingrained in our minds that sex and intimacy is something that guys want all the time. And women, they don't really want it. But if you jump through the right hoops and do the right things, buy the right flowers, say the right things, set the right mood, then maybe she'll do you a favor and hook it up. So you're talking about, look, I'm walking around the crib butt naked and he ain't doing nothing. But if Billy's walking around the crib shirtless with his boxers on, then you've got to practice what you preach. You gotta reach for his things, you know what I'm saying? Like, grab it. Grab it. And Morena's like, look, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. It's been 7 years since I hooked up with somebody. 7 years. Wow. And she's like, Tony, he sleeps on the couch. He's asleep by 5, and I'm alone in the bedroom staring at the ceiling. The thing with Morena is she's super outgoing, man. She's a DJ. She's a fitness instructor. The fact that no one's thrown dick her way in 7 years is wild to me. I get why Tony hasn't hit it yet, because Tony is a super chill guy, and she's like full on. I can't even picture him like gripsing her up and just like laying down the pipe. Like, can you picture Morena bent over, like head in the pillow, Tony just like gripsing it and just smashing it from the back? Like, can you picture that? Like, because I can't. And going to bed at 5, it's a bit much. Because remember, in the previous episode, he said he likes to sleep in. So if you're sleeping in and your partner's up for hours before you wake up, and then you go to bed at 5 on the couch, I don't know. That's just not compatible, bro. I feel like just throw the whole relationship away. I don't think these two are compatible, because I don't see any area where they work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, why are we prolonging the inevitable? They should do what Jake did, what Elliot did. Just dip. Just go. Yo, I love Morena. I love Tony, but like, they're just not compatible, bro. Alright, so Carina and Jamie are out shopping for little sexy lingerie things to spice things up. So Carina wants to explore a more dominant side of herself. So she finds this cute little black thing, and Jamie's cheering her on like, yes. Yo, this is giving Dom vibes. And you know what? She's right. She's right. This is big Dom energy. The body is bodying. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? Jamie picks this little red thing, and holy smokes. Yo, she looks bagging, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Jamie, I was not familiar with your game, baby. Sierrah and Athena are out on their own little mission. Sierrah needs something that can help Billy come out of his shell and initiate things. Athena's looking for something to help her be a little bit more adventurous. Alright, so later that night, it's on and popping. Carina's got the candles out, you know what I'm saying? She's rocking the lingerie. She's taking charge, man. She has Paul lying on the bed, you know what I'm saying? A little food plate. She's putting chocolate all over his body. It's dope, man. It's dope. Athena and Adrian, their whole thing is she wants to be more adventurous, right? So she has like this sex board game thingy, and like, roll the dice, bend over your partner. The camera crew doesn't even stay, bro, because it's like just straight up hot and heavy from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And this is a PG show. They gotta keep it PG. So they roll the dice. It's like, yo, bend your partner over. And the camera guy's like, bye, guys. Then we check in on our girl, Morena. And she's dressed so sexy. She wants Tony to like paint her as he sees her. And it's adorable, man. Dude's blushing. He needs liquid courage. You know what I'm saying? He's getting his drink on as he paints. And yo, he's not the greatest painter in the world. You know what I'm saying? But he does his thing. And he explains to her, like, look, I did my best and you're beautiful. He compliments her. You know, they're both having fun. They're laughing. They're engaging into, like, they're both laughing. They're really engaged. Like, they're locked in. And it's a beautiful, lovely moment, man. Shout out to Tony and Morena. They might just be hope for these two yet. And then we check in on Rhi and Jeff. And yo, you will not believe how freaky these two are getting, you know? I don't even know if I can, like, go into the details. I don't know. I'm new to the whole, you know, YouTube thing. So I don't know how descriptive I can be. But, yo, like, these two, man, I don't even know how to describe the positions. Nah, man, I'm just playing. Of course, it's Rhi and Jeff, bro. They're too wholesome for all of that. Rhi and Jeff are having a romantic Japanese dinner because Japanese food is their favorite food. It's sweet and romantic, and they have a little slow dance. It's beautiful. But the challenge was the ultimate fantasy night. And I don't know. This just seems like a regular sweet Jeff and Rhi night. I don't see the fantasy element. But yo, they're beautiful. They're awesome. Like I've said from day one, if I had to put money on any couple, like after the show's done, still being together, still going strong, rocking it out, locking in for the long haul, it's these two. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It was ultimate fantasy night. And I don't know if chowing down on sushi is like, you know, is necessarily a fantasy. Like, that's just me. Alright, Sierrah, step up to the front of the congregation, baby. Sierrah's fantasy night is low-key genius. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. See, she doesn't think Billy initiates. He doesn't touch her enough. So she sets the mood, and he's gonna give her a sensual massage. You know what I'm saying? She's got the oils out. He's in his boxers. You know what I'm saying? She's got no top on. She's rocking these tiny little panties, and the ambience is popping. But Billy, man, Billy's just kind of like cracking jokes and being lighthearted, and she's kind of like low-key disappointed because she wanted him to get into it, like get lost in the moment. She wanted to feel his tings pressing into her, you know what I'm saying? She wanted it to be sensual and intense and just build up to this moment where the passion takes over and they just can't hold back anymore and they just start banging, and the camera guy has to switch off the camera real quick, like shit, and just awkwardly step backwards out of the room. That's what she wanted. But instead, you know what I'm saying, it's just like he's made it like this funny, awkward thing. And like she's literally butt naked right in front of you, bro. You got oils. I don't know, Billy, man. I feel like he fumbled the bag low key. Like we keep saying, Rhi and Jeff, you know, I've got this friend zone energy going. But I feel like Billy and Sierrah are low-key giving them a run for their money. Because that was the most unsexy massage situation that I've seen. And like, they're both good looking. Billy's practically naked and he, you know, he's in shape. He's a good looking dude. Sierrah is like, again, practically butt naked. There's oils, the lights are dimmed, the ambience, the mood is perfect. And watching it is like some of the most unsexy shit I have ever seen. Fix up, guys. Do better. Alright, now we check in on Jacqui and Ryan. They're sipping on a little bubbly. And Jacqui's like, look, I'm going to try on different sexy outfits and tell me what you think. She comes out in this beautiful little red thing. And I ain't even going to hold you. She looks banging. You know what I'm saying? Ryan compliments her, but he's saying things like, yummy. Nice. And of course, Jacqui ain't feeling it. She's like, bro, use your words. You know what I'm saying? Use adjectives. Like, let me know, you know what I'm saying? Make me feel hot. Make me feel desired. Compliment me. Alright, so that was the episode, baby. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Please give the video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll hit you up with the next episode. Till then, take care of yourself, because I love you.